Hello Lakers fan, if you are one of those who are always up to date with the news about our Lakers, then you need to stay tuned to what is coming up on our Lakers news channel. I am preparing exclusive coverage on the possible signings of LAKERS, and what I can tell you is that rumors are catching fire on social media, and if you don't want to miss any information, stay tuned. We have exclusive news every day. If you are a true Lakers and don't want to be left out of the news, be sure to subscribe. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Let's go to the video.
Magic Johnson praises Luka Doncic's stunning physical transformation. He's showing he means business in LA. Luka Doncic looks like a completely different player, and not just on the court. The Los Angeles Lakers star point guard shocked the basketball world this week after unveiling a dramatic physical transformation in his new Men's Health cover story. The 26-year-old, often scrutinized in the past for his conditioning despite his elite production, credited a disciplined new diet and a revamped training program for his incredible change. And the reaction has been nothing short of electric. Among those most impressed, Lakers legend and Hall of Famer Magic Johnson, who took to social media to applaud Doncic's commitment. "I love how Luka is showing his Lakers teammates how serious he is about winning a championship in Los Angeles by transforming his body. It's more than just a new look, this is a statement." Doncic, who was traded from the Dallas Mavericks to the Lakers in a blockbuster deal this past February, is now stepping fully into the spotlight. With LeBron James' future in LA still uncertain, Luka has become the de facto face of the franchise. And if this offseason is any indication, he's embracing the challenge with everything he's got. His transformation speaks volumes, not just to fans or critics, but to his teammates. It signals a shift in mentality. Luka isn't here to simply be great, he's here to win. He's turning the page, starting fresh, and showing the league, and the city of Los Angeles, that he's ready to lead. Luka's next chapter begins now. Last season, Doncic averaged an impressive 28.1 points, 8.1 rebounds, and 7.5 assists in 28 regular season games with the Lakers. But despite his efforts, LA was bounced in the first round of the Western Conference playoffs by the Minnesota Timberwolves, a result that left fans, and Doncic himself, hungry for more. That early exit seems to have lit a fire. With a leaner, stronger frame and renewed focus, Luka is coming into the 2025-26 season with unfinished business. He's not just playing to silence doubters, he's playing to bring a championship back to one of the most storied franchises in sports. If this version of Luka Doncic is any indication of what's to come, the rest of the NBA should take notice. He's not just ready. He's serious. A shift in leadership, and in legacy. With his physical transformation now the talk of the offseason, Luka Doncic has not only changed his body, he's changed the energy around the Lakers. For a team searching for identity after another disappointing playoff run and with LeBron James nearing the end of his iconic career, Luka's renewed focus has become a rallying point. Executives inside the Lakers organization have quietly expressed how impressed they've been with Doncic's commitment. According to internal reports, Luka has taken on a more vocal leadership role during early team workouts, something that was less common during his early years in Dallas. He's not just preparing himself, one team source said. He's raising the standard for everyone around him. And Magic Johnson's public praise only reinforces that. For a franchise where the bar is championship or bust, Luka's transformation has ignited new optimism. The fans have noticed, too. Social media lit up after Men's Health dropped Luka's photos, with hashtags like #LockedInLuka and #NewEraLakers trending across platforms. Former players like Pau Gasol and Meta Sandiford Ron Artest, also chimed in, applauding Doncic's professionalism and work ethic, calling it what winning culture looks like. Looking ahead, the championship window. The 2025-26 season will be Luka's first full year in purple and gold, and expectations are soaring. With a more stable supporting cast, a system tailored by head coach J.J. Redick to maximize Luka's playmaking, and the addition of high IQ veterans like Al Horford and DeAnthony Melton, the Lakers are quietly assembling a roster that could surprise the league. But it all starts with Luka. And he knows it. Privately, Doncic has told teammates that this is the fresh start he needed. The relentless pace and pressure in Dallas had worn him down, and after coming so close to a title, the abrupt trade to Los Angeles became a moment of reflection. Rather than resist the change, he embraced it. He's now committed to more than just winning games. He's committed to building something lasting in LA. The message to the league is clear. Doncic's transformation isn't just cosmetic. It's intentional. It's strategic. And it's a warning. The Lakers may have been written off as a team in transition, but with a locked-in Luka Doncic leading the charge, the title conversation may be about to shift. For the first time since the 2020 Bubble Championship, there's a feeling around the team that something special could be brewing. And if Luka's off-season work is any indication, he's ready to carry that weight, all the way to June. What Draymond Green said about DeAnthony Melton potentially returning to the Warriors in 2025-26. The Golden State Warriors may be bringing back a familiar face next season, DeAnthony Melton. After a short but impactful stint with the team in 2024-25, Melton is reportedly on the verge of rejoining the Warriors for the upcoming campaign. According to Brian Windhorst, the team is close to finalizing deals with both Melton and veteran big man Al Horford, pending ongoing discussions surrounding the future of forward Jonathan Kuminga. Melton originally signed a one-year deal with Golden State after head coach Steve Kerr pushed for his acquisition. Coming off a strong run with the Philadelphia 76ers, the 27-year-old guard brought immediate energy to the Warriors' rotation. In just 6 games, he averaged 10.3 points, 3.3 rebounds, 2.8 assists, and 1.2 steals in 20.2 minutes per game. More importantly, the Warriors won 4 of those 6 games. But then came the setback. A partial tear of his ACL forced Melton to shut things down early in the season. Opting for surgery to prevent further damage, he was later traded to the Brooklyn Nets in a deal that brought Dennis Schroeder to Golden State. Despite the limited time on the court, Melton left a strong impression, and not just for his play. Veteran leader Draymond Green, never one to hold back his thoughts, praised Melton's impact on and off the floor in an interview with ESPN. What he brought to the team was great. We'll definitely miss that, Green said. But what we'll miss even more is who he is every day. His energy, his positivity, always smiling, never down, just bringing good vibes constantly. Green didn't stop there. It's heartbreaking to see a young guy in a contract year go through something like that, he continued. But the mark he's already left on this organization is real. He deserves a chance to come back, and I really hope he decides this is the place for him. Melton is expected to make a full recovery from his surgery, and the Warriors see him as a valuable piece in their plans, not just as a role player, but as someone who can contribute to winning culture. While the spotlight is often on the big names, locker room glue guys like Melton can quietly shape the identity of a team. His return wouldn't just boost the roster, it would restore a spirit the team lost when he went down. And with the Warriors looking to rebound from an inconsistent season, his presence might be exactly what they need. Melton's potential return has already started to create waves around the NBA. Insiders view it as one of the more under-the-radar moves that could pay huge dividends for Golden State, especially considering the team's recent lack of consistent two-way production from the guard position. In his brief time with the Warriors, Melton not only showed flashes of scoring and perimeter defense, but also proved he could thrive in Steve Kerr's movement-heavy, read-and-react offensive system. His ability to defend multiple positions, hit open shots, and make smart plays without needing the ball in his hands made him a seamless fit alongside Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson. Now, with Thompson gone to Dallas and the backcourt rotation wide open, there's a real opportunity for Melton to take on a larger role, if his body holds up. It's not just about getting him back, one Warriors front office source reportedly told The Athletic. It's about giving him the runway to be even better than he was before. Melton's injury history does add an element of caution. However, the team's medical staff is optimistic. His surgery was successful, and his recovery has reportedly gone smoothly. He's expected to be fully cleared for training camp, and sources close to him say he's more motivated than ever to prove himself. That determination isn't going unnoticed in the locker room either. Multiple Warriors players, including Kevin Looney and Gary Payton II, have publicly voiced their support for Melton's return, highlighting not only his toughness, but his character. He's the type of guy you want going to battle with you, Payton II said in a recent podcast appearance. He doesn't take plays off, and he's one of the few guys who can really swing a game defensively. That's rare. From a roster-building perspective, Melton's potential return also signals a shift in how the Warriors are thinking. With an aging core and limited cap flexibility, they're now placing greater value on players who can produce immediately, contribute defensively, and fit culturally within the team. Melton checks all of those boxes. Fans, too, have been vocal on social media. Many remember how well the team played during his short run and are hopeful that a healthy Melton could be a stabilizing force in a roster full of uncertainty. Hashtags like #MeltonReturns and #RunItBack have started trending among Warriors faithful. As negotiations continue behind the scenes, Melton's camp has remained relatively quiet, signaling that both sides are serious about making a deal happen. The final details may hinge on the resolution of Jonathan Kuminga's situation, as the team looks to balance youth development with win-now urgency. Whether it's as a starting guard or a trusted sixth man, one thing is clear: DeAnthony Melton earned the Warriors' respect, and possibly a second chance. And if Draymond Green has any say in it, that door will be wide open. "He fits what we're about," Green said. "And I think he's just getting started." A bold trade idea that could reshape the Lakers. LeBron James leaves for $109 million All-Star package, and more. The Los Angeles Lakers have had a whirlwind off-season. Things didn't start off great. They lost Dorian Finney-Smith to the Houston Rockets, but they've bounced back strong. So far, they've added 3 solid names to the roster: Marcus Smart, DeAndre Ayton, and Jake LaRavia. All 3 are expected to play meaningful roles as the Lakers aim to make another deep playoff run and return to championship contention. With Luka Doncic and the legendary LeBron James leading the charge, this squad still has the firepower to make serious noise in the West. That said, LeBron's future in Los Angeles is far from guaranteed, and that uncertainty could shake up not only the Lakers but the entire NBA landscape. Bleacher Report's Zach Buckley recently floated a trade scenario that could change everything. The Lakers send LeBron James, his son Bronny James, and rookie Dalton connect in a blockbuster deal. In return, LA would receive Andrew Wiggins, Terry Rozier, Jamie Jaquez Jr. from the Miami Heat, a 2029 first-round pick, and a 2030 first-round pick swap, top 3 protected. In this scenario, LeBron would return to South Beach, the site of some of the best basketball of his career. Ending his legendary run where he once won 2 titles could be a fitting final chapter for the 40-year-old superstar. As for the Lakers, they wouldn't walk away empty-handed. Wiggins brings championship experience and versatility, while the 2029 first-rounder could be a key asset for the team's long-term future, especially with LeBron likely retired by then. Rozier and Jaquez could also be flipped later in the season as trade pieces to acquire more win-now talent. Still, for all the speculation, this trade remains hypothetical. LeBron holds a no-trade clause, meaning nothing happens without his green light. And right now, there's been no indication he's looking to leave. If he stays, LeBron will begin his unprecedented 23rd NBA season, his 8th with the Lakers, just 3 short of his longest run with a single franchise, the Cleveland Cavaliers. The King may be nearing the twilight of his career, but he's not done ruling the court just yet. Still, even floating the idea of trading LeBron James sends shockwaves through the league, and for good reason. LeBron isn't just any player. He's the face of a generation, a 21-time All-Star, 4-time MVP, and one of the most influential athletes in sports history. His departure from Los Angeles, especially in a trade involving his son Bronny, would be monumental, symbolically and strategically. Bronny James, recently drafted by the Lakers and set to begin his rookie season, has been under the spotlight more than any other prospect in recent memory. His presence in LA is largely seen as part of a larger effort by the franchise to keep LeBron happy and committed. Sending both Jameses out in a single deal could damage the Lakers' public image, especially among fans who view Bronny's development as a long-term investment. Dalton Connect's inclusion in the trade also raises eyebrows. The rookie out of Tennessee has shown promise as a versatile scorer and solid wing prospect. Moving him so early in his career could be seen as a gamble, or a sign the Lakers are prioritizing veteran assets and flexibility over development. From a financial standpoint, parting ways with LeBron's $109 million contract could give the Lakers breathing room in the coming years. It would open up cap space and potentially reset the franchise around younger talent. But the immediate cost is steep. Without LeBron, the team loses its undisputed leader, its biggest star, and its clearest path to title contention. Media reaction to the trade idea has been mixed. Some analysts believe it would be a smart move for a franchise looking to build for the future. Others argue it would be a panic move, a sign the Lakers are willing to give up on one last shot with LeBron, rather than making one final push for banner No. 18. And then there's the Miami Heat. Bringing LeBron back to Miami would be a massive story on its own. Pairing him with Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo could create an instant title contender in the East. For Heat fans, the return of LeBron, even at age 40, would be nothing short of a dream scenario. It would be a full-circle moment for a franchise that helped solidify his legacy. But make no mistake, this kind of trade, if it ever came close to reality, would shake the NBA to its core. Front offices across the league would scramble to adjust, and contenders would reconsider their strategies knowing LeBron is once again a real threat, just in a different uniform. For now though, the Lakers remain LeBron's team. Training camp is approaching, and unless something drastic changes, the King is set to don the purple and gold once again for season 23. And while this trade idea might not come to life today, it's a clear signal. The NBA is entering a new era, one where even the most untouchable legends aren't guaranteed to finish where they started. Former NBA guard honors LeBron James with a bold tattoo tribute. Former NBA point guard Carlik Jones just made a powerful and permanent statement about who inspires him most. The Los Angeles Lakers superstar forward, LeBron James, has long been a role model to an entire generation of basketball players. And now, one of those players has chosen to honor him in a way that goes beyond words, with a massive back tattoo of the King himself. LeBron, widely regarded as one of the greatest basketball players in history, recently helped Team USA capture Olympic gold in Paris 2024, his first championship since 2020. During that Olympic run, Team USA played a high-intensity scrimmage against South Sudan, one of the rising national teams on the international stage. In that game, Carlik Jones, the starting point guard for South Sudan, didn't just hold his own against the NBA stars. He put up a triple-double, 15 points, 11 rebounds, and 11 assists in a narrow 101-100 loss to Team USA. The performance turned heads, including LeBron's. What followed next was unexpected and deeply personal. Jones got an enormous tattoo of LeBron James inked across his back. For Jones, it wasn't just a tribute to a great player. It was a heartfelt gesture of admiration for someone he grew up idolizing, and now had the chance to compete against on the world stage. Fans from Cleveland to Miami to Los Angeles have honored LeBron with tattoos for years, but this one hits differently. It comes not from a lifelong fan in the crowd, but from a fellow pro who's walked the hardwood and battled against the very icon he once watched on TV. It speaks volumes about the impact LeBron continues to have, not just on fans, but on players in all corners of the basketball world. LeBron himself would no doubt be honored by the tribute. After all, it's not every day that a fellow athlete chooses to carry your image permanently, especially not one who just gave you a run for your money in an Olympic tune-up. As for Carlik Jones, his journey has taken him from a short stint with the Chicago Bulls to the EuroLeague, where he currently plays for Partizan Mozart Bet Belgrade. Though his NBA future remains uncertain, particularly if he's not interested in returning via the G League, he's found a solid home in one of the world's top basketball leagues. Last season with Partizan, Jones averaged an impressive 14.1 points, 3.2 rebounds, and 5.4 assists per game, numbers that show he's still got plenty of game. And after his standout performance in Olympic competition, it's likely we'll be seeing more of him as a core member of the South Sudan national team in future international tournaments. Jones' tattoo isn't just about LeBron. It's a reflection of what LeBron represents: excellence, longevity, leadership, and inspiration. And for one player, who once watched the King from afar and now shares the court with him, it's a tribute that will last a lifetime. Luka Doncic transforms his body for a fresh start with the Lakers. When the Dallas Mavericks made the stunning decision to trade Luka Doncic to the Los Angeles Lakers, one of the underlying concerns wasn't about his talent, but about his conditioning. Despite leading the Mavericks to the NBA Finals, there were growing frustrations within the organization over his physical shape and whether his body could hold up over the long haul. Apparently, Luka heard all the noise and took it personally. This off-season, he's undergone a dramatic physical transformation. Visibly leaner and more agile than he's ever looked, Doncic didn't just trim weight, he turned the page. And according to him, this wasn't just about fitness. It was about resetting everything. Currently on a promotional tour with Jordan Brand, Luka's first stop was in New York City, where he took in a Yankees game and met fellow Jordan athlete Aaron Judge. During the broadcast with Michael Kay and David Cohn on Yes Network, he opened up about his mindset going into the summer. "I just felt like I needed a fresh start, after everything that happened," Luka said candidly. "Obviously, I had more time than last year, so I took a month off from basketball and focused on other things. It turned out to be a really healthy, refreshing restart for me." After the trade, Doncic was open about how difficult it was to leave Dallas, a place he believed he'd call home for his entire career. But since arriving in Los Angeles, something's shifted. He's fully embraced the Lakers, not just as a new team, but as his team. The commitment is visible, in his mindset, his words, and now his body. Head coach J.J. Redick has emphasized elite conditioning as a pillar of the team's identity going forward, especially after the Lakers' early playoff exit. Doncic isn't just meeting that standard, he's setting it. And that should terrify the rest of the league. Because Luka Doncic, already one of the most gifted and dominant players in the NBA, is coming back leaner, quicker, and hungrier. If he can add even more stamina and durability to his already unstoppable game, the ceiling gets even higher, and the Lakers' championship hopes get very real. Luka knows the work isn't done. Reaching this level of shape is just the beginning for Doncic. He's aware that staying in peak condition is what will define this new chapter, not just the transformation itself. One good summer doesn't make a legacy, but it can spark one. "I know I've got to keep going," Luka said. "Getting in shape is one thing. Staying there is what really matters. I don't want this off-season to be wasted." For a player whose skill set has never been questioned, this renewed focus on fitness and longevity could be the final piece. Luka's not just rewriting his story, he's owning it. And if this is what his fresh start looks like, the rest of the NBA better pay attention. A fresh start that's turning heads across the league. Luka's new physique hasn't gone unnoticed. Photos and videos of his slimmer frame went viral within hours of his Jordan Brand appearance in New York, with fans, analysts, and even fellow NBA players weighing in. Some praised his dedication, others expressed disbelief of the transformation, and a few simply said what many were thinking: if Luka is now in elite shape, the league is in trouble. Former NBA players like Dwayne Wade and Jamal Crawford took to social media to applaud his commitment, while ESPN's Stephen A. Smith called the move the most serious Luka has ever looked in terms of preparing for a title run. Even LeBron James reposted an image of Doncic with a cryptic caption, "Locked in." Internally, the Lakers are thrilled, not just with the physical changes, but with the leadership he's showing off the court. According to sources close to the organization, Luka has been one of the first to arrive at the Lakers training facility on most days, working with team nutritionists and strength coaches to build habits that will sustain him through the grind of an 82-game season, and hopefully beyond. J.J. Redick, who's entering his first full season as head coach, spoke highly of Luka's transformation during a recent press conference. It shows the kind of tone he wants to set, not just for himself, but for the rest of the locker room. He's embracing the responsibility that comes with being the face of the franchise. That's powerful. Luka's mental reset is just as big as the physical one. It's not just his body that's changed. Doncic's mindset appears sharper and more grounded. Insiders say he's been more vocal during workouts, more collaborative with teammates, and has even taken a bigger role in mentoring younger players. His approach reflects a clear intent to lead this Lakers team not just in scoring, but in culture. He's not carrying the weight of frustration or regret anymore, one team source said. He's focused on what's next, not what happened in Dallas. And what's next could be special. With a revamped roster that blends experience and youth, the Lakers are looking to build something more sustainable around Doncic. Free agent additions like DeAnthony Melton and the possible return of Al Horford bring defense, leadership, and playoff experience. Austin Reeves, still developing, is expected to thrive alongside Luka's playmaking. And if Anthony Davis stays healthy, the Lakers could boast one of the most dangerous duos in the league. The pressure, and the promise, of a new era. But with all eyes on him in the Hollywood spotlight, expectations are sky high. Doncic understands the pressure that comes with wearing the purple and gold. He's following in the footsteps of legends, from Magic to Kobe to LeBron, and the fan base is hungry for the next championship run. Still, this version of Luka Doncic isn't backing down. He's reshaped his body, recalibrated his mindset, and redefined his purpose. More than just a new uniform, he's wearing a new identity, one built on resilience, self-awareness, and the drive to finally silence any lingering doubts about his greatness. So while the NBA gears up for another season, one thing is certain: Luka Doncic is ready. Not just to lead, but to dominate. Luka Doncic took a month off from basketball, for the first time in years. For many NBA players, especially international stars, the off-season isn't really a break. It's just a different kind of grind, often filled with national team commitments and non-stop basketball. That's usually been the case for Luka Doncic, whose summers are typically consumed by his duties with the Slovenian national team, leaving little time to recover, physically or mentally. But this off-season was different. Fresh off a season that ended earlier than expected, and with no national team obligations on the calendar, Doncic and his team decided to do something bold: take a complete step back. For the first time in years, Luka let go of the game that had consumed his life since childhood. According to Men's Health reporters Andrew Heffernan and Ebenezer Samuel, Doncic didn't touch a basketball for a full month after the season ended. That wasn't easy for him. Right after he got his health cleared in May, I told him, no basketball for a month, said Luka's longtime performance coach Barrio. We literally put the ball away. The goal was to finally let his body fully reset, something he hasn't been able to do in years. And Luka resisted. At first. For a player who lives and breathes the game, being away from the court felt unnatural, almost wrong. But with time, he leaned into the process. Instead of drills and scrimmages, Luka threw himself into strength training and recovery work, rebuilding his body from the ground up. He also discovered something unexpected: fun. To stay active and keep his competitive fire burning, he took up padel and pickleball, sports that reminded him of his childhood back in Slovenia, long before basketball became his world. He played with friends, with coaches, and yes, he played to win. It was tough at first, Luka admitted. I can't go that long without basketball. But when I was a kid, I played all kinds of sports. It brought me back to that time, and I still hate losing. There were definitely some heated games. But I didn't lose much. This shift away from basketball wasn't just physical, it was emotional. After back-to-back grueling summers, including the 2024 NBA Finals with Dallas and a quick turnaround to Olympic qualifiers, Luka's body and mind were burned out. The 1-month break gave him space to breathe, to reset, and to come back stronger, not just lighter and leaner, but sharper and more focused. A new body, a new mentality, and a new mission in LA. What started as a painful pause became a turning point. Luka used this offseason to completely transform himself, both physically and mentally, and it's all part of a bigger plan. Now in his first full season with the Los Angeles Lakers, he's made it clear, this isn't just about playing well. It's about winning. He wants a championship, and he's preparing like someone who knows it won't come easy. Those close to the team say he's showing up early, training with intention, and leading by example. And behind that effort? The inspiration of two icons who defined what it meant to prepare like a champion, Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. In his training sessions, Luka has channeled their intensity. He's studied Kobe's legendary work ethic, and MJ's relentless drive. And he's embraced the uncomfortable grind, the kind that separates the good from the great. He's locked in on another level, one Lakers staffer said. You can feel it. He's not just trying to be great, he's working like he already is, but knows that greatness demands more. Doncic's commitment to this transformation has set the tone for the Lakers heading into the season. For the first time in a long time, he's fully rested, in peak condition, and mentally reset. And with the full support of a team ready to rally around him, he's not just entering a new chapter, he's rewriting the narrative entirely. For Luka Doncic, this offseason wasn't about taking a break. It was about building something. And now, the rest of the league is on notice.